Hey guys, Justin Bryant here, and I was just listening to an interview with Tony Robbins on Sports Nation. He's been promoting his new book. And the 76ers, the Philadelphia 76ers, the NBA basketball team, was struggling, and they were having one of the worst starts to ever begin a season in the NBA, and they were about to lose their 18th straight game in a row. They'd already lost 17 in a row, and it just wasn't looking good for them. But Tony Robbins, if you don't know who he is one of the most famous and most influential success coaches of our time, and he studied with people like Jim Rohn, and he has been in this business for 37 years, and he just gets people results by helping them tweak the way they think. He is a master of creating results for people. And so they asked him, when he was promoting his new book on Sports Nation on ESPN, what would you say to a 76ers team right before they went out onto the court to help them get their very first win? And he outlined this strategy of 4 steps to stop struggling that creates momentum, and why it can work negatively and positively for you or against you. So I'm going to go over that. I'm going to go over a little bit of what he said specifically to a group of people posing as the 76ers to illustrate what he would say if he was actually talking in front of them in real life. So we're going to go over this, and I think it can be applied to just about anything, and that's why I wanted to teach you it today. Okay, so who is Tony Robbins? We'll go a little bit more into this. He is a success coach. He personally has coached top actors, athletes, MMA fighters, CEOs, and countless others. He's a multi, 8-figure earner. He's a multimillionaire. He's really done well for himself over the last 37 years. He really understands the way that our minds work. He understands what creates success, what creates failure, and how to turn it around in your favor. He's written books like Awaken the Giant Within, Money Mastery the Game, which is his most recent one as of doing this video, Unlimited Power, Inner Strength, and it was actually Money Mastery the Game that he was promoting on his most recent interview. And he's been going around on TV, and this speech that he gave was so awe-inspiring, and really gave me a breakthrough of how I can help others understand why they're not getting results and turn it around. And it really is something that everybody needs to hear if you're struggling with anything, or if you just need to understand how your mind works. Alright, so the 76ers obviously are a professional basketball team, if you don't know that already, for Philadelphia. They had 17 consecutive losses to start the season, and they weren't just close losses. They weren't just barely losing. They were getting blown out in every single game. Okay, so you can only imagine what kind of toll this would take on your mental state when you go out there and you just feel like you're going to lose every single night. And they were losing by almost 15 points a game. So like I said, this is the kind of record you do not want to be a part of. Now, Tony Robbins was talking to a host on Sports Nation, and he said, alright, give me 3 minutes, and then I'll help the 76ers. In theory, of course, he wasn't talking to the actual team. He was talking to a group of ESPN staff members that were posing as the team to illustrate what he would actually tell them. And this is what the beginning of his speech was like. He said, 76ers, it's Tony Robbins. Listen, tonight is the night. Everyone in the whole country is talking about you. I know you're feeling it. And you're in a position tonight where the most important thing is you've got to go out there with only one thought. The season begins tonight. Because if you go out there with any aspect of the past, you and I both know it is already over. The past does not equal the future unless you live there. And if you walk out there driving with a rearview mirror, you're going to crash. Your problem is not a skill problem, is not a talent problem. MCW, how you performed was amazing. The team as a whole, your team took on the defending champs Monday, and in the second half you blew them out score-wise. And nobody is dissing you. Popovich is a friend of mine. I worked with the Spurs, and I'm going to tell you something. He talked about you guys afterwards and said you brought it to them. We got to change just one little shift. You got to make sure this game, from the time we have the first tip off to the final blow of that whistle, that sense of absolute certainty is there every single minute, where you will not accept anything but victory. And that process is not just a psychological, emotional thing, it is in your body. So I'm going to show you a really quick tool. People at home can use it as well. Your problem is momentum and certainty. So take a look at this. There's 4 things that affect people's performance in life, 4 elements that affect it. Alright, so let's break this down real quick. I didn't want to go through the entire speech because that would take a long time, and I know you can always go to Sports Nation's YouTube channel and watch that video real fast. It's like 5 minutes long. And but what he's saying, if you look at it, he's talking about MCW, that's one of their players, and talking about how he performed amazing. He talked about the team as a whole, and he highlighted their bright spots, and they almost beat the defending champs, the San Antonio Spurs, who were the ones that won the last championship, as of making this video. And Popovich is their coach, okay? And he talked about how he's worked with this team that's been very successful over the years, and how the 76ers played, back and forth with one of the better teams in the league. So he gives them a little bit of positive statistics to go with that, a little bit of certainty by showing them and reminding them that, hey, you played well the other night and you can do it again. So then he wants to outline these 4 elements that affect your momentum. Whether it's negative or positive is up to you, and I'm going to explain this so that you can create this in favor of yourself, whatever it may be. If it's relationships, if it's for business, if it's for sports, whatever it is. So everything starts with your belief and your certainty, okay? Your belief and certainty is number 1 in this. This is where it all starts, okay? Your potential is very dependent on your belief and your certainty in yourself, okay? So if you don't believe in yourself, if you aren't certain that you're going to win, then you only use a small percentage of your potential, because your subconscious mind doesn't take a joke. It doesn't understand how much of your potential you want to use. It only goes based off your beliefs. Your beliefs are like seeds that you plant in your mind, and then they flourish into what your subconscious thinks you want to happen, okay? Your beliefs is what your subconscious thinks you want to happen, okay? So if you believe negatively, your mind will create negative aspects in your life and make them a reality. If you believe positively, if you are confident in yourself, then things become more positive. You begin to open up new levels for yourself. So if you have 100% belief and certainty that you can get the results you want, then that's what allows you to use 100% of your potential to take more action. When you use 100% of your potential, you realize different plans. You can construct a plan for yourself of how to get the results you want, because you're using your potential. You believe, you know you can do it. You formulate a way to do it, and then you take action on that because you know it'll get the results when you take action. That creates results. When you see results, it makes you believe even more in yourself. I mean, have you ever, let's say you've shot a basketball. You see you miss over and over and over, and every time you miss, it seems like you're just going to keep missing. But then you accidentally make a shot. When you see that shot go in, if you've ever seen a professional player, or if you've ever just played in your backyard, in your driveway or something, if you've seen the shot go in, then you know, hey, I can make this shot. So you start making more, and you start putting together streaks. You start making more in a row. Okay? So it all has to do with our mindset. We all have the tools to achieve great things. It's about if you're using them or not the right way. Okay? To start with your belief, is it humanly possible to get the results that you want? If it is, then that means you can do it. And if you can do it, you must believe that you can do it, and you must be certain that it's possible. When you do this, it allows you to figure out a plan to do it. It taps into your potential. Then you take action on that plan, then you get the results. And when you get results, you believe even more in yourself, your potential increases, your action increases, and you get even more results. And it creates momentum, and you get more and more results until you're as successful as you could possibly be. Okay? So believe that if something is humanly possible, that you can do it, because it's been done before. If you want to make $1 million online, it's been done before, so you know you can do it. These people do not have any special, sixth sense or something that allows them to make it that you don't have. They're just using more of their potential than you are. That's the only difference. Okay? I just wanted to outline that so that you kind of understand how it works. But see, if you don't believe in yourself, you don't use your potential, you don't take as much action, or you don't take the right action, and then your results fail and you don't get much out of it. So there's positive and negative momentum that can be created. But now you realize that if something is possible, if it's been done before, then you can do it as well, no problem. You just have to tap into your potential by believing in yourself, and then the rest will take care of itself. Okay, so moving on from that, so we basically, we've gone over belief and certainty and how, if something is possible, if it's been done before. You look at the 76ers, they've won games before, whether, if they're rookies, they may have not won in the NBA yet, but they've been very successful in college. That's how they got to a professional level. They've won in high school. These people know how to win, so they know winning is possible. Tony Robbins is the one that points out that this is something you can do. You must believe 100% that you can do it. Then they use all of their potential, which every professional player has lots of potential. All of us have lots of potential. It's just in different areas. Okay? They take massive action, they get results, and then they use their results as motivation to get more results. Okay? That's really all you have to do. So, you take this, do what you want with it, but just realize that you are completely in charge of what happens in your life. Everything is possible. It's been done before. Most likely your dreams have been similar to other people's dreams as well. So you have to realize that you can do it too. You follow the cycle. If you stop believing in yourself, go back and look at this cycle, watch this video, whatever you need to do. Listen to Tony Robbins' speech if you need to, and it'll help you turn that around and start creating more positive momentum before you create too much negative. Alright? So have a great day. I'll get you some more videos that hopefully bring you some great value. Don't forget to visit us at selfmadesuccess.com. I got a free gift for you. I got a course that I know you'll love, and we have all kinds of articles and great resources for you there. So go ahead and subscribe if you like this video, if you got some value from it. Check out my other videos, and we'll have more coming for you pretty soon. Have a great day.